Hey everyone, Greynaut here, and today I'd like to suggest you read The Genius Murim Fitness Trainer. It's a manhwa about a man named Hyuk Choi who, after a severe injury during a special forces mission, almost took away his ability to walk and function properly. He took rehabilitation seriously with physical therapy, leading to becoming the nation's best fitness trainer. But due to a modern pandemic, he had to resort to other methods to maintain his 5 gyms, as well as dealing with constant stress. One night, he found himself reading once again his childhood pastime, and while reading the story, Shaolin Monk Chronicles, he suddenly passed out and awoke into the body of the main character of the story, Murim. Murim, in this world of monks, realizes the inefficiency and injury-prone training given to Shaolin disciples, and with his knowledge, changes the training methods and increases not only his own, but all of his fellow monks' strength to prepare for the looming threat of demonic warriors. But new change is always hard to accept. So let's get to it. The Genius Murim Fitness Trainer is based on a web novel created by the author Crew, consisting of 425 chapters and is complete. The manhwa adaptation was created through collaboration between Midnight Studio, Crew, and Kyo, consisting of 104 chapters and is still ongoing. Genius Murim Fitness Trainer is an isekai martial arts manhwa that focuses on the improvement in training and health for all allies of the monks, allowing for great character development for the MC and supporting characters as well. The manhwa doesn't just focus on training though, as they increase the action and seriousness of the story alongside the comedy and power. There are dark forces rising up throughout the continent, and we readers are here to discover which of our favorite factions will come out on top. It's a great story for those of us, yes, me too, who are into fitness and health, because while it's a manhwa, it does have some subtle fitness tips you can apply to your own regimens. And it's for those that enjoy seeing not only the MC, but also all other characters progress as well. So, let's dive into it a bit. Our main character is Hyuk Choi, a special forces veteran who, after a serious injury, took it upon himself after he recovered during rehab to learn much more and became a leading figure in fitness, owning multiple gyms. Due to an unforeseen pandemic akin to the one we dealt with in reality some years ago, he was forced to make ends meet in other ways and eventually passed out due to stress from overworking while reading a story by his favorite author. He was transported into the world of Shaolin as the trainee Murim. In this world, he applies all he has learned from the modern world of fitness and clashes with the current ways of Shaolin and learns the martial arts as well. He is disciplined, determined, and very serious in anything he does and will ensure he does what he can to protect the citizens and allies. For the side characters, we have many, so I'll keep it general. Hyuk's fellow disciples at the Shaolin, and his first allies, Murim, a quirky individual whose uniqueness breeds the formation of a martial arts somewhat different than the standard Shaolin. Murim, a sizable new monk whose size gives him the ability to tank most hits and use great power, but that's about it at the start. But with better training and technique, he will become even greater. Murim, a tall but frail disciple that Murim takes under his wing. There are a few more side characters as the story progresses, but for the most part, we focus on who travels with Murim when he goes to different areas. Then we have the senior monks and masters. Hyung, a first-class disciple of the Shaolin Temple. Hyung, the food hall leader who takes care of all meals. Hyung-sung, the art hat hall leader in charge of education. Gang, the master of the discipline court. And we have more, including the leader of the monks at the time, a supreme being and legend, as well as a somewhat outcast group of monks who handle the dangerous work, but I leave their discovery to your own reading. Next, we have the rivals from within Shaolin or other sects, including arrogant disciples who challenge the main character into sparring sessions or tournaments, which pushes growth and others' growth as well. The main villains of the story are the evil members of the demonic sect and individuals full of greed and seeking control and power over all sects. and accomplish this through trafficking, murder, fraudulent business practice such as extortion and undermining. Pretty much just anyone who brings corruption to the regular people who are just trying to live their lives and get by. This story develops through the progression brought upon by Murim and the Shaolin Temples and how it produces better results in not only fitness, but administrative and business tasks, as well as allowing for the Shaolin to help not only itself, but the surrounding sects and towns much better. Murim provides adjustment to training and tradition, but he doesn't know everything, and we see more development in his martial arts and inner energy, which the senior leaders teach him, allowing for not only his own development and adjustment, but for the whole of Shaolin to become much stronger than almost all others, or that's at least the trajectory they're on. The world expands through the changes in Shaolin and their influence in health and fitness, assistance for the people, as well as rapidly developing fights between the righteous and demonic sects, but not something simple as good and evil and one side is better, but going after the evil and corruption across the board. The Genius Martial Arts Trainer is one I enjoyed thoroughly as it introduced another concept to the isekai genre that I didn't expect to even exist. It had a focus on fitness, which was great as someone who takes pride in strength, but also because I have to be fit for various reasons. It has a great mix of action, comedy, and especially a great focus on what could have potentially happened if we gave modern equipment and techniques for fitness to warriors of the past. I enjoy any story that brings modern ideas to the past because while this is an assumption, I'm sure we have all imagined historical figures, no matter where, location-wise, utilizing modern technology and how to reshape the future. The title may make it seem like it'll mainly focus on fitness, but don't let that fool you. The action in this is just as good as the other great action stories. You have a lot to look forward to, and we'll be back every week for new chapters. Give it a chance. Thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoy reading this one as much as I have. If you have any suggestions yourself, please put them in the comments and I'll give them a read if I haven't already. I'd also like to add a note to this video saying, if you haven't taken into consideration your fitness and your health, you really should. I promise you, all we're going to do is get older and older, and the best thing you can do for yourself, your body and your mind is take care of your health to make sure that you can live long, and take care of your fitness so that while you're living long, you can be strong and do a lot more, and also discover the capabilities of your own body. Because believe it or not, we all are different, but we all can achieve greatness. So with that being said, thank you once again, and safe travels.